I remember days that we ain't have. To stop from crying, we would make each other laugh. Yeah, yeah. Even if I told it all, y'all still won't know the half. So why the fuck y'all always trying to do the math? Yeah, yeah.
Itz Harden's podcast. And we got my right hand to my left, Will Fowl. And we got the birthday girl, Mrs. Khavah Murray. Should we put doctor on that?
Not yet. Give me 2 years. Give me
2 years and we're going to be saying Dr. Murray.
Period.
She just don't have a birthday that came up. So, you know, we got to celebrate the right way.
Got to.
Here we go. I always start a little TikTok. It'd be like, where's the hook at? We need to do it like, when did she say do it like it should be done?
I thought it was coming on.
I thought it came straight on.
Me too.
Oh, Jocelyn, I'm sorry, Jocelyn. You like eBay?
She tricked us into listening to a verse.
Maybe.
No, but look though, her joints. This one got 800,000 streams and all this shit. Everything else is like 40,000. This shit got booming on some TikTok viral shit.
Right. It's the hook for real.
It's the hook for me.
That's Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop.
Baby. Baby.
Last time.
Baby.
Last time I was watching Love and Hip Hop was whenever she was on there. Like I ain't seen like.
It's
she's still on there.
Yeah,
when I was watching it, she was like pregnant or whatever. But
she was
Stevie
chasing
J.
behind Stevie J.
Yeah,
Fact.
It's been that long.
Bro, that Stevie J shit was in like high school.
Definitely wasn't high school.
Bro, I got a friend that
Bro, you was going to CCAC, so it felt like high school, but it definitely was college, bro. It was like,
hell no.
That was like
wait,
6 years ago, 5 years ago, bro.
Bro, I got a friend
Love
right now.
and Hip
I
Hop.
can call my friend right now, bro. We got an insider.
Bro, Jim Jones was on Love and Hip Hop, bro. He was not on Love and Hip Hop when Ballin' was popping. Ballin' was popping when we was in high school, bro.
Jim Jones was the original Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, and that was
the
after
real
high
deal.
school, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you, Love and Hip Hop been out.
So why do I be playing around with her saying DBJ? Bro, we be always doing something. You go back to the strip club, DB.
Yeah.
Back in the day, she was sending niggas back to the strip club.
Bro, that was when we was in college, bro.
Yeah, Stevie J went with E
You
when
went
we
to
was in
college
high
a
school.
longer than me.
Bro, that was
Damn,
back.
louder. How many years you go to college?
Like 6. Facts.
That's a master's degree.
I don't got a master's degree. I was in college 6.
That's what happened whenever he was the first nigga getting a PPP loan from college. He got the Annie Mae.
Sally Mae.
Sally Mae. You can tell how many times I got it.
I've been telling niggas. You really?
I went to school for like 3 total years, all scattered though.
Just to get loans. I was
trying to get no loan. I'm trying to get an education, motherfucker. How long did you go to school, Khavah?
I did 6 years straight.
6 years straight?
Yeah.
That's like a whole relationship.
Huh.
Yeah,
With a school.
it was.
And now you paying it back all the rest
Man,
of your
listen.
That's a real relationship.
Toxic.
College is toxic, y'all. But if y'all gonna do something with it, then I guess it's good if you're gonna do something with it. But
What college did you go to?
So for undergrad, I went to the Pennsylvania State University, Happy Valley. I started off the Pennsylvania State. But I started off in McKeesport. I did 2 years there, which was probably the best thing I could have did. When I got to Happy Valley, that was it was a cultural shock. And then I did 2 years at Pitt. I had originally applied to go to Duquesne School of Nursing for like a second bachelor's degree. I just knew I didn't want to get a job. And because I was an August graduate, they said I couldn't start, so I went to social work school.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went to, the Pennsylvania State.
So like you said, like the classes were like way bigger compared to like.
Oh, class size way bigger. You went like at Penn State McKeesport, a class might have been 25, maybe 30 people. 30 was like a stretch. Like everybody needed that class and they needed it that semester.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Penn State, you talking about hundreds of people.
Is it really like on How High?
Yeah.
It's just like a theater.
Yeah, stadium seating.
I went to Pitt. Yeah, I
can't
had a
learn
finance class. 300 people. We're like,
Easy.
you got 3 teachers. Like you can't talk to the professor unless you schedule an appointment online or through. You got all this.
Am I slow?
You get the hey professor, you get the walking right past you. What the fuck are you talking to me for? You got to schedule an appointment.
Am I slow? Because if I can't learn in that environment, I mean I couldn't have went to a major college.
Bro, I couldn't learn that.
Bro, like in high school, we in classes be like 25 motherfuckers, but like the people in them classes, it'd be like 5 people.
Yes, bro.
CCAC is like the equivalent of a. Oh my god, I'm hard at learning.
Yeah.
I'm hard at learning.
Swear.
Oh man,
I mean, you know, everybody learns different.
I learned real different because I couldn't even finish the slow class.
All right, bro, get like that. So you would graduate from Woodland Hills, right?
I did 2002.
2002.
That was the last, great year to come out of there.
The last great year.
No hate to nobody
That
else.
was that when Ryan Mundy graduated?
I think he came out 03.
03,
How's
okay.
that the last great year?
I mean,
They was hard that year.
Who else was in his class though? I mean,
Yeah, you got
I mean, not like
You got
that.
a
Just
point.
like as far as sports. I mean, just like as far as just.
Oh yeah, 2002.
Our class was very diverse, popping. Like, a lot of different type of professionals.
Yeah, that was back when Woodland Hills was still like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's
6
when it
out
was
of
in
10.
school.
That's whenever people actually.
7 out of 10. Now Woodland Hills is a 2 out of 10.
Oh man, 1 star. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Rather send my kid to a city school, bro.
I rather get my kid a laptop.
I was ready to say, you might as well
Homeschool.
homeschool at this point. Like,
Facts.
I just don't want my
Before
kid to be
Woodland
no
Hills.
weirdo.
Yeah, it do. Yeah,
they can still play sports and stuff.
I
It
know,
don't-
but they
it-
ain't gonna know how to talk to girls and shit.
I mean it ain't about girls. It's just like socially. Period.
Bro, do you want your son just thinking the computer, school, life, everything? He gonna be finding girlfriends on teenchat.com. He gonna be getting picked up by cuz on Dateline.
IRL.
What's the dude's name again? They be catching the pedophiles?
Oh no! But what the fuck?
I know what you're
Because
talking
if
about.
you have your kid doing homeschooling, he's gonna be just on a computer all day, bro. It's pedophile city. Pedophiles look for kids who's on.
I meant instead of Woodland Hills.
I mean, just look, have your kid learning around other kids.
Yeah,
Don't just
I'm a strong believer in that because like I know people who like they don't. I don't want my kid going to daycare, but then your kid goes to kindergarten and it's just like,
socially
wow,
awkward.
Right.
who's
right,
all these people? I only see my mom all day
Right.
and
Stingy.
Coco Melon. I see Coco Melon and my mom 12 hours out of
Right.
the
They don't know their real name. They don't know what nap time is. They ain't got no
Right.
schedule.
Bro. Then they be stingy. Now you in kindergarten, bro. We was fighting in kindergarten. Facts. Man, oh, nigga, she, nigga, I'm fucking him up.
Ow.
Nigga, as soon as we get to the bus stop, you gotta hope your mom came to pick you up.
Every
I'm
day.
fucking you up.
Not kindergarten.
Facts. I remember, man, niggas used to be still in that paste. Remember before we had glue, we had that thick ass shit.
Oh, that paste, yeah.
That rubber cement.
Nah, paste.
Oh, that white paste.
Yeah, the white paste.
They
Yeah,
stopped
that's,
that in like.
that shit
yeah.
don't glue nothing together.
All that nut ass shit.
It was probably the cheapest way to give like
Yeah.
a whole lot of glue away.
Probably 99 cents.
You used to have to pick that shit up like and really rub it out, like make it hot and everything. Rub it in your hands.
If you ain't flatten it out, you put your shit up and be lumpy.
Oh my god.
It's like you go to open house, like, why yours look like?
Did we grow up good? Bro, I thought we did. What the fuck?
I mean, we had experiences.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, we definitely had computers before a lot of motherfuckers.
Growing up in the hood, huh?
We had computers before a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
That was when Woodland Hills was still before it started declining.
Yeah.
Declining.
Bro, I remember Mavis Beacon and shit. That's how I really be on some typing shit.
Oh,
Anytime I
yeah.
had like an office job, they be like, Torian, like, you're so amazing at like, I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? What'd you say?
Say ASDF.
Say I be on Mavis B at the crib.
I be fucking with Mavis Beacon and shit. I be, oh, Hey, I don't want to. I don't want to get too far off of what we actually came here for. But damn, like Khavah's like somebody that like a generation above it. Like not a generation above it. No, she's like an age group. She's an age group ahead.
He said, "Damn."
He said a whole generation. Like that's like a 10-year difference. Like you just did that to me.
No, you're in like my brothers.
Yeah.
My brother don't include me in all of his shit. Like now you do because I'm older. But like back in the day,
I know what you mean.
He was like the little one.
Only thing that nigga used to include me in is, bro, walk the other dog, but I walk this one.
Or like y'all generation, some hoes. It'd be like,
yeah,
that's like at least 5 years down. You can't, like you're gonna say somebody a year younger than you.
Like
that'd be a little bit of influence.
You was in the same class as that motherfucker.
Right.
I talk shit about motherfuckers 5 years and down, and then you know how that goes.
Yeah. So back to what did you? You said the Hope Dealer.
That's the name of it.
So the name of my business is Hope Deals Counseling and Consulting. So since I'm the owner, I'm the Hope Dealer. But I had just said that for years, just like joking, and like in my sessions and stuff, and it ended up sticking.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
But you speaking it to an existence, like you ain't even know you was doing it, but like that's the power of the tongue. You keep manifesting something over and over.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen. So now we sitting next to the Hope Dealer. Like a couple years ago, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna have a podcast, yo, and that shit gonna be lit, and I'm gonna have a lot of different people come on. And now, look, I spoke that shit into existence.
Now you got the Hope Dealer on here.
I got the Hope Dealer. And I got
somebody
real motherfucking foul, man. My God.
That's not too surprising. But well, that part ain't surprising. K-Dot being on here a little too
right. Early on a Saturday morning.
Early on a Saturday.
Here.
So you said you started saying the Hope Dealer. So what exactly do you do with your business?
So I am a licensed clinical social worker. I've been a licensed therapist for about 11 or 12 years, and I've been a therapist for about 13 and a half. So I got to do therapy. I have done every type of therapy from in-home, school-based, adults, partial hospital schools. I've done it all. But for the most part, like I do one-on-one therapy. I've done some groups in the past, but I'm just like the hood's therapist.
You do like AA therapy?
So I do not do drug and alcohol.
Okay.
I feel like
so
right. Well, here's like everything's not for everybody. Like I'm not a therapist that that does that. Like that's not my niche. I think you have to have a certain personality or certain like personality factor, I would even say, to be able to deal with that. And a lot of people who do drug and alcohol do it because of like their lived experience.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They
like, I don't have a testimony, you know what I'm saying, with that type of recovery. Like I was a smoker and like I went to a couple groups, just to see what other people was doing, but I don't have like the same type of recovery history. So I would feel like I would almost be like insulting people who do that, trying to.
Yeah, because you'll never understand the mind of a drunk. I'm sorry.
That's why I wanted to ask you. I'm like, well, can you tell me what they be thinking?
But I done seen one of my friends really show his monkey ass at a party. Like, just opened up a bottle of water and just showed his ass. He's throwing water everywhere. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
Y'all ain't having fun? No, bro. Only person having fun is you.
But they say that though. The only nigga having fun in the
you the only one having fun.
The only one. Don't got no cares. Once that liquid courage hits you, like care and concern kind of go out the door.
So what did you start with? Did you start with like child therapy, adult therapy, family group?
Man, I started as a kids therapist at Monyac Community Services in McKeesport. So, listen.
Clap it up. Yeah, clap it up.
You're a blessed one for that job right there.
Listen, like, after I made it through there, I was like, I could do anything. Like, I would just say just the stories that I encountered, with people just coming to sessions, being in session with one person and they talking about missing a family member, and then 3 weeks later, you're actually in a session with that family member, but can't tell them, like, yeah, I just seen your brother 2 weeks ago. Y'all might... because of HIPAA laws and all that type of stuff. So just those type of conundrums, just seeing how the child welfare system mandates things for certain black kids and black families that they don't mandate for others. And just, I got the real, like, therapy 101, social services 101. You are a black person and you will be mistreated as the professional 101. Like, I earned my stripes there.
So, I know you had a bunch of, like, if you're in, like, child therapy, I know you had a bunch of moments where you got choked up, where you just, like, let me not show my true emotions right now. Because you got to be strong to do that job. You can't be no weak-hearted person to do that job. Because you'll be attaching yourself to every single client.
So I'm going to say there might have been one or two clients who really just had me in the car like, this ain't cool. This ain't cool.
Facts.
But
you want to throw your cape on?
I not even throw my cape on. But I think that made me want to be more honest with people when I go. I was doing in-home therapy, and then, like I said, I was doing outpatient. And most of the people I was seeing were black because they were requesting a black therapist. In both of my jobs, I was the black therapist. So my job didn't go out and look for more black therapists. They just loaded me down. And this is around the time, too, where Sandusky and them had got jammed up with that scandal.
Yeah.
So the child welfare laws are also changing. So now I'm in situations where I have to repeatedly, report abuse and neglect. So I had to, like, decide, like, letting it slide or acting like I ain't hear you say that, or, you know what I'm saying, is potentially damaging that child. And you hear stories about kids who are, 20, 21, 22, and they say, well, I told so-and-so this was happening. I told this person, and they ain't want to say nothing. Or they said, my mom could get help, or they took the back door, and I ain't want to be part of that story for nobody. So I've child-lined people, and I've done it in their face.
Yeah,
I tell people off the rip, this is not cool. I'm going to call today. I can do it while I'm sitting here with you, and I can pass you the phone, and you can tell them your story. But you know what I'm saying? It just made me just have like a different approach to it, because I'm the black person in your life doing this, and I'm the one who kind of has to hold you accountable and make sure that you don't become a victim of the system.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. Just like on a serious note, whenever I was coaching, I had like a kid real good at sports, but probably just angry ass kid.
Mm-hmm.
The one day, we're at practice, and he's running the ball, and I look at his arm. I'm like, yo, you got scratches all up and down. Hey, check it out. Come here. Mm-hmm. So I walk off with him. I'm talking to him. I'm like, what's going on? And he just told me his little story. And I'm like, look, yo, if you need anything, come to me. Like, I know what could happen if you do get put into the system. So it's like, come to me, but if I see you keep doing that, bro, like, I gotta say something, bro. I'm a mandated reporter. I get in trouble if I don't do it.
Right.
So I told him, I said, look, there's the little Nike sleeves. I said, keep that sleeve over your stuff, because people know what that is, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, keep the sleeve over, and if it starts going away, then we can leave it at that. But if it start getting bad, bro, I gotta say something. And he understood it, you know what I mean? I try to talk to kids, like, not adults, but like young adults, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can know that there's options in life, but that shit choked me up, bro.
When it comes to the kids, swear.
And I knew him for like a few years. It wasn't like a first year kid for me. It was like one of them kids where it's just like, I know him from whenever he was like a little snot nose. And whenever he got a little older, I'm like, damn, bro, you've been going through that shit every year. You've been come down here to play football and getting your little release. I'm like, man, bro, I be having to take breaks from the child situation, bro.
It's heavy. It's definitely heavy.
So you would have to go inside people's houses?
Oh, man.
You was all up Crawford Village and all that?
Man, listen, they called me the hood therapist because I was going to places didn't nobody else want to go. At one point, I had a loop in the Hill District. I would start at one end of the projects and just go through, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just do my sessions walking. And in hindsight, like, when I say God had me, like, I think back, like, the maintenance man would tell me, like, today ain't a good day to be up here, sis. Like, they recognize me as the help, because most of the time the help don't look like me, look like a white lady with a clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was cool with the maintenance man up East Hills, but I had to, like, make, like, little friends and stuff. Like, I'm just thinking I'm being friendly, and they're just, like, being friendly back. But in hindsight, like, they was really, like, and I'm coming to people's houses where, I got to come leave my purse, my coat. I'm coming here with my piece of paper and my pen, 2 degrees.
That's the first place I almost got robbed at. Up East Hills, remember I told you I got set up by Little Shorty. I swear, I'm going up there. As soon as I get out the car, niggas like, I'm broke as fuck. I'm like, fuck. In my head, I'm thinking like, shit, me too.
Let's get some money together. Nah, nigga.
He said, you ain't from around the block. I ain't even gonna get into that story. Needless to say, I had to keep a straight face on, just like you would have to, and just keep it pushing and walk towards the door. I walked towards the door. I ain't think about having to walk back out the door. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting barked at on the way out. That's neither here nor there. Tell us
Made
more
it home
about
safe with all my money.
the little money I had.
My
bro,
pride.
If he would have robbed me, bro, he would have pistol whipped me.
No,
He would have been like, you got $20. I robbed you about $20, bro. He would end up fucking me up.
Yeah. He'd have been upset.
Or either like, it's in your sock. He'd get to ripping your socks off while your shoes are still on.
Persistent.
That's whenever I'm screaming out, I'm just the hope dealer. I work with Khavah Murray.
I'm here to help.
A social worker.
I'm here to help.
Yeah,
Crisis call. Crisis call.
I'm a social worker.
Truth.
I didn't even think about that. I just told him, I said, man, I play football for Woodland Hills, bro. I got about 4 stars. I'm about to go down pit next semester, bro. Like, please. I'm not the nigga you want to rob or steal their shoes or socks.
Right.
Bro.
I got
God helped me out that day. Facts. Just like you said, God, like, kind of guided you through them jacks.
Man.
Up the hill, I know you.
The Hill, East Hills. I didn't really do Braddock and Rankin too much because I just felt like,
too close to home.
But then there was a couple times where I was, and I just, asked the parent, like, if you're uncomfortable, I totally understand. But most of the time they were like, no, I could be myself with you. So I'm like, okay, cool. But, yeah, definitely give people the choice. But, yeah, definitely was on and the places I didn't feel safe was, like, Bethel Park, South Park.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where the houses is, like, too many hundreds of feet apart. And I'm like, ain't no cell phone service out here. I'm like, if somebody get me, nobody's going to hear
They'll
me
be like,
scream.
are you the hope dealer? I need you to talk to my daughter.
Right?
Her daughter need an exorcism.
Man, listen. And then, like, white families was different. Like, not on like that type of stuff, but there was, like, a cultural difference for me. I'm like, I don't understand a lot of these things here. Then I'm like, I'm away from my community. I'm not close to nothing. Like, no.
So bringing that up, it just, I don't know why I just thought about it just now, but it's like, you felt uncomfortable doing therapy out in a more white neighborhood, but like they be putting white cops into black neighborhoods, and it's like, you think that they ain't uncomfortable? They are scared for their fucking. They don't know what the fuck is going on because it's a whole different.
I say that
culture.
all the time. Why don't they try to recruit police officers from their area? Like, why don't y'all should start it when they're young? Like when they're young, y'all should have little camps and stuff. It's like you want the police officers in the black neighborhood to be black. Like, I don't know.
Less chance of me saying, man, nigga, fuck you. Because if I know you and I grew up with you, I know you doing your job, bro. Handle your business. Exactly. But I could also probably assume that you ain't gonna be on no meathead shit with me.
Right.
And also, you could be like,
oh, roach in your car. What the fuck? You from around the West? Like, come on, bro. You know I've been through PTSD. I got shit wrong with me, motherfucker. We know that, and you know that, nigga. So why the fuck you tripping off this little baby roach, nigga? I could be smoking that shit, but I'm not, though.
But there'll be a dude from Steubenville, Ohio, some hick dude from Steubenville, Ohio, and he's a cop in McKeesport.
The only thing you
It's
know
like,
about black
how do
people
that
is
make
straight out of
sense?
Compton.
Yeah.
Only thing you know about black people is straight out of Compton, and y'all about to put him in the hood. He's thinking.
Then you read his Facebook
What the
post.
police? Coming straight from the underground. Nah.
Crazy. It don't make sense. And then whenever something happens, it always happens like where, oh, I was scared. And then, of course, you scared. You got to drive an hour to work every day and then patrol an area with black people you don't know that you're not from.
Right. That you got a ignorant bias about.
Like, you dressing for war in the morning.
Right.
They be like.
Right.
You don't even know the white people that we know. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't even that close in proximity. Because I know that if we went to school with a white dude from, like, Churchill or Forest Hills or something, it's like, all right, you know me too. And it ain't that awkward little.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to jump too much into, like.
That, yeah.
Let's go back to, because, you know, bro, we all got on all black today. I feel like we can talk some fucking, some shit.
Listen.
Man,
It ain't never too late.
So, we talked about, like, the childhood, like, side of your work. How do you deal with people who had childhood trauma that
Then let
they bring it, they let it.
Man.
15 years, 15 years later, they childhood trauma.
It's still fucking with them.
So what I'm going to say is when I made that transition to, like, because at first I'm like, I work with adults because you got to be cool with the adult to work with the kid, like, because they're the gatekeeper. But when I was just, like, strictly with adults, like, you talking about tear jerkers, like, those were the sad stories. And then when I was at one job, I ain't going to say the name of the company, but my whole caseload was adults. I only had, like, 2 or 3 kids. I had, like, 50, 60 people I was responsible for. But the people on my caseload were people I knew. Not, like, personally, but I knew of you from the bar for being that person splashing the water all around, or the person always ready to fight, or the person always thinks somebody's doing something to them. And then to be in these therapy sessions, and we're like, I think I might have seen you, but I'm not really sure, but, you know, whatever. And then we get into the issues, and you start telling me, like, what's been done to you and just the traumas you've endured. And then as an adult, you got this unhealthy pattern where you're still allowing people to traumatize you. Yeah, I understand why you acted like that on Saturday. Granted, I'm act like I ain't see you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was those types of things. So it's like when people say you don't know what somebody's going through, like, you really have no idea what people have gone through. Like, I have heard some heinous stories, like heinous, and ain't nobody went to jail, ain't nobody got their ass whooped, ain't nobody did shit.
And people probably got defended.
Yeah, defended. And these is people that we might, you know what I mean, speak to in the bar and be like, oh, what's up? I've been knowing you for years. And you would never think that, you know what I'm saying, people you know be into that type of stuff. Like, and I just really be on, like, you can't put nothing past nobody, but you also don't know, like, what people be going through. Like, the person who you think don't ever want to speak, you don't know what's going through their mind.
Man, that's fine. I try not to judge. I know, like, I got a pretty good memory, but whenever I was younger, me and my raise, we was driving down 2nd Ave. And we seen, like, the homeless people, like, under all the bridges, like, under the parkway and all that shit. And I start laughing a little bit, bro. My mom popped me so fast. And I'm like, yo, the fuck? Like, you just love putting your hands on me, huh? You can't keep your hands off me.
Say, no, there's a lesson in this one.
Yeah, definitely was a lesson in that blessing. Because she smacked fuck out of me.
Truth.
But she was just like, you don't know what the fuck they going through. Like, they could, like, a lot of those people, and she just started bringing up her childhood and other people. I'm like, let me shut the fuck up.
Right, like, you really don't know.
I don't care who I'm walking past, bro. If I walk past somebody with a prosthetic leg, God bless that person. If I walk past a homeless person, God bless that person. Yeah. I ain't gonna always give you no money, because I ain't always blessed enough to do that, but I could definitely, you know what I mean, hit a little prayer your way, because I know what I've been through. And I'd be like, I ain't got shit on what they been. But people be saying they ain't got shit on what I've been through. I just be
it
like,
depend on
right.
Everybody's struggle is different.
Or the way they handle the struggle is different. Like, everybody ain't built for it tough.
Yeah.
And then the people who are built for it tough is usually the ones who, like, when they finally, like, have that moment, like, yeah, it's just like a build-up.
Yeah.
Swear.
So,
because who checks on the line? Who checks on the leader?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the leader's the dude that know how to compartmentalize all that bullshit that he been through, and it's just like, all right, this happened to me whenever I was a kid, so I'm going to respond this way as an adult.
Swear.
That happened as a teenager, so I'm going to act this way, and then you build up this real strong person, and you able to reach high limits. But once you get to that top, and you be like, yo, I can't lean on nobody that I'm around, because nobody's strong enough to do what I get, handle what I got to handle. And that's whenever, like, I'm getting to that point, man. I'm getting to that point. I need a therapist.
You need a
you
therapist.
a therapist. You know, we got to normalize it. We got to reduce the stigma. I tell people all the time, like, if your tooth hurt bad enough, you're going to go to the dentist.
Facts.
If your head been hurting for too many days or one too many days, you're going to the emergency room. If you just haven't been to the doctor in a year or two, at some point, you're like, let me just go make sure I'm cool. So it's the same thing with your mental health and your emotional wellness. Like, it doesn't hurt to just go check in with a therapist, do a quick depression screen. Even, like, at my daytime job, we do wellness plans with people with things just to remind them that they can, you know, keep themselves well, like taking a walk, drinking your water, meditating, cutting your phone off. So even if you don't see a therapist regularly, at least you got those things built into your routine. But I encourage everybody, like, if you go to the doctor, you know what I'm saying, 3 times a year, let's schedule an appointment with your therapist 3 times in your, we accept prepayments at the Hope Deals Counseling and Consulting. You can prepay your sessions, cash in when you're ready.
And Kings, this ain't something that you could wait for your queen to come to you back and say, nigga, I think you need to go to the hospital. I think you need to go to the therapist.
Babe, I went to the therapist and I think you need to go to.
Wait, what they say? I talked to the lady. I'm the lady. I'm the lady. I called the lady this morning.
I think you need to meet with our Hope dealer.
Right, and you need to go talk to Miss K.
I know y'all dudes want to wait until y'all queen come to y'all and say that y'all need to go to the clinic and go get checked. This is therapy. Like your girl don't got nothing to do with what's going on in your head. Now in your bed, that's a whole different story. But in this case, I feel like just speaking on black people, every black person needs to have a therapist, or at least go through a session and see if that's something for you. Because, bro, the cards we got on each other, bro.
Yeah, where it's like we joke, like somebody will
about that shit.
We'll be in a group chat, like, and we'll be joking about some trauma that somebody went through, and like we joking about it, and it's like people laugh it off. Like even when someone will joke something that I've done or something, it's like we'll laugh it off, but it's like, bro, that shit is fucked up still.
Yeah,
like, that
bro.
Shit,
I mean, like,
it's funny, but that do bother me sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares though?
That's why I said.
Who cares? That does bother me.
I care.
Man, bro, like whenever I made that one song, that and I was just like, I remember days that we ain't have to stop from crying. We would make each other laugh, and that's what I meant by that. Like we really joke about some shit that you be like, bro. Back in the day, that was a reason for me to kick your ass and get suspended and go home, tell my mom, like, fuck it. You talking about my family.
Yeah,
he's talking about the house.
He's being disrespectful. Disrespectful. You're a kid.
There was disrespectful ass kids around us.
Living in the hood. Listen, living in the hood, that environment, we think disrespect is like
it's normal.
It's normal, yeah.
Stuff
like,
we think is normal, other people are offended by. Like what?
Like I could walk up to T like, "What up, ugly muff?" But if I walk up to some dude I don't know who ain't used to being called ugly muff, and I'm like, "You're ugly as hell," he might start crying.
Bro,
like,
I'm not used to being
fighting.
called ugly motherfucker either.
By your friends, bro. By your friends.
He said somebody's used to getting called ugly motherfucker. I'm not used to getting called ugly.
Hold on, let's get something out the way.
Let's clear this up.
But nah, that's some real shit though, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but just teasing though, like or teasing, you know what I mean? It's just a different level of teasing because we from the hood. Like,
man, we done joked around with like white people in the army and they got like
start
10
crying.
Like what are you doing?
Like I talk about a dude's shoes and he get the crying. I'm like, bro, you serious? Yeah, because my mom bought me these and like they mean a lot to me, bro. I'm like,
sentimental value. I'm like, bro, there ain't nothing sentimental about my life, motherfucker. Everything raw. Okay, nigga.
Yeah.
This shit fucked up for niggas out here, though, eh? But everybody grow up different, bro. Like,
swear.
Absolutely.
So, like, what's your plans for the whole, like?
For my business? So, like I said, it's a small private practice, so I'll be accepting new patients starting, I think, Monday, October 4th. This week, I'll be posting links to schedule and check out my website. But I also provide clinical licensure for social workers working towards their clinical license, or professional counselors who are like in their pre-licensure phase, or to organizations who might offer a clinical component or a therapy component and might not have like a staff person that's clinically licensed. So I also contract out my services that way.
All right. So October 4th, y'all. Don't spend that first of the month check. Y'all got from the 1st to the 3rd. Save some of that money up. Oh, yeah, you said it's a free consultation, right?
Yeah, free consultations, 5 minutes, though.
Yeah, 5 minutes to get it all
minutes.
off your heart. I swear to God, I've been through so much in my life.
Like speed dating.
And I want to respond the same way. But I think you need to go to this. Like, nah. But nah, I feel like everybody needs to, like, tap in for it. Like,
absolutely.
even if you ain't tapping in with Khavah, like, you need to be tapping in with somebody in your area. And I mean, I know you probably work
right. So
more so in the mom
Right. So right now I am taking children, adolescents, couples, adults, whoever wants to be, healed. But I'm not a hater. Like, if I feel like your issue isn't, going to be served best by me, I have no problem referring people to my colleagues. Like, there's enough, there's enough money out here for all of us. But I think you got to, spread the wealth.
Yeah. And it's like, that's whenever you really notice somebody care about you. People don't care about you because they say that, yeah, I can still take your case.
Right.
People care about you whenever they say, I'm not best served for you. Yeah. I know somebody who is, though.
Right.
I'd rather somebody do that for me than just be like, oh, yeah, bro, swear. Just keep talking to me. You ain't helping.
That's unethical. And what I will say is, a lot of people first don't think I'm a therapist just because, I'm into the lashes to me. I'm into my stuff.
Shakiri.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
not therapist, that be. But I'm super duper about, the ethics. Because once you start getting unethical or, doing harm to people that are looking at you for help, you jeopardize your license. Without my license, I can't make no money. I can't be healing. I got to protect the bag. And I got to be an example to other people. So it's if you ain't going to do what's right, I'm going to do what's right. And if you're not doing what's right, I'll let you know, hey, I will, give you the courtesy tap. That's not okay.
That's not okay. A lot of motherfuckers need that courtesy tap out here, know what I mean?
Swear, sometimes they don't need it on their leg. They need it on their...
It's
not okay, bro.
Not okay, King.
Not okay. Give you a little courtesy tap.
Right. Before this get back to the state, let me just let you know.
Calm down.
Right. Yeah. Update your malpractice, I recommend $1 million at the minimum for everybody's coverage. Just in case.
You gotta cover your company with $1 million worth of, ours is $250, right? $250,000.
Million.
We don't got $250 million worth of insurance on our company, bro. $250 million worth of insurance.
No, $1 million worth of insurance.
But you got $1 million too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had $250.
I recommend the minimum at that, but I have so even if I didn't have a business, I would still have to have malpractice insurance.
I'm sorry, hold on.
What?
Because whenever he said we got $250 million, I'm like, oh, we about to crash something.
I'm about to drive right into the fucking Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
I hate y'all.
Where we at? Nigga.
Say flip it.
Bro, I look like a whole football player on that stretcher. Rattling the Statue of Liberty.
I'm not moving. To make sure I solidify the money, I'm sitting still like this for at least a month. I'm shitting on myself and all that. I need my bread.
Y'all is silly.
Me a therapist.
Hey.
As soon as the check clear, I get the eye.
Hey, my bad. We gonna be in that motherfucker talking to Khavah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My life, ever since, I guess it kind of goes back to whenever I was 6 years old.
He makes me sick.
Oh my God.
He makes me sick.
Life is
waiting on that check.
Remember on Booty Call, when fucking dude was in that big ass body case said, they're gonna chop your balls off. Oh! Never mind. I ain't gonna bring that up. For $250 million?
No, bro.
You ain't chopping them?
What, my balls?
Yeah.
Would I give up my balls for $250? Hell yes.
You already
What?
used them.
Yeah, I got 4 kids, bro.
Say you could have them.
Swear to God.
Like,
said that's so neat.
Right, how you gonna pay me? Check, bank transfer? How you gonna
how we setting this up?
Period.
Do this
Like,
now.
He said, motherfucker, you get sodomized.
Period. The only question is payment. What else is there to? How they gonna pay you? And who's gonna do it? Are you doing it yourself, or they gonna do it how we gonna get to this payment? What do you need the next step to be?
Do I get this today? Cash?
What is we doing? You know what I'm saying? Can I get a cash app right now?
Gave out the PPP.
Hey,
gonna give it to me in weekly
increments. Man, did you see my post? I finally got my stimulus check.
For real?
Finally.
Would you get them all at once?
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, oh, y'all finally got around to me, huh? Huh.
So, damn. I mean, I'm a W. You're an M.
Oh, you ain't get yours yet neither?
I think I got mine. I ain't even going to stand on the government like that.
They I done got so many sections this summer. I think one of them was my stimmy. Whenever I swiped my card and it just cleared, bro, that was just stimmy.
So you been blessed all summer, King.
That
Yeah, I ain't
just
even going to
to me.
stun on the government like that. Man.
Funny as heck. They played me like smooth. I'm just like, they're like,
A lot of people gonna need therapy with you at
Oh, yeah.
CPP's cut.
PGA's cut,
man.
PPP's cut. Bro, therapist is, bro.
I hope.
Hope dealer.
Hope dollars. It's like,
Swear.
just jokes.
Whole
Just
lot of
jokes.
IOUs, man. It's gonna be a bunch of
Well,
bounce checks.
No, I offer a sliding fee scale. You know, we'd have to have a conversation about your an open conversation about your financials.
Or like you got to see they financial.
I mean, if you could just, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna go as far as like send me your pay stub, but I hope I wouldn't have to because I'm doing it out of love.
Yeah, I get it.
So I'm just gonna go on the honor system, I guess.
I get it. The hospital need to start doing that too.
I mean, they should.
Oh my God, real shit.
You be throwing out derogatory remarks at people. Remember you got that therapy and ain't pay?
Huh?
Derogatory. Now you can't get a car.
Because you was trying to get healed.
Now you can't get a car.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, there's so much stuff that happened to me, like, where I'm just like, is it worth an emergency room visit or no?
Swear to God.
I
bro.
twisted my ankle all up, bro, like, fucked up for real. My shit was swollen. I'm like, I don't really, like, if I could walk for real, I'm still working through it. That's why I always say I got that Mamba mentality, bro. Because I'll work through injuries, all that shit. Still fucked up.
Bro said mama mentality.
That mama. Like, no, that's the government at work again.
Huh.
Got you questioning your own health and if you should go seek attention for it.
Alright.
Because you don't want to pay a copay. Because you know you ain't got the copay and there's going to be a bill after the copay.
So the Mamba mentality is just the government's way to say work through your pain.
Because you know black folks is built for tough. We can
Oh
work through it
my
all.
God. Hey, y'all. This ain't no cancel culture, but we got to cancel a little bit of that Mamba mentality, bro.
Just a little bit.
If you hurt
Go see a doctor.
physically, mentally,
Go see somebody.
a doctor, a therapist.
Definitely mentally. Mentally is definitely the new thing. Cause like a lot of people after reading a Facebook post and being around motherfuckers, a lot of people are fucked up in the head.
Man, like there's some
Swear.
stuff, like some stuff I scroll on Facebook and I be like, oh, they need a hug. And then you get to scrolling and see some other stuff like, well, why would you get up and hit post on that? Like, why are you so angry so early in the...
Or the people that it'd be a whole story. Like, so I'm gonna start it off with this motherfucker, this bitch, and it go back
Right.
from this nigga and then this.
Right.
I'm like, yo,
All you get is 100 comments of people
throwing their opinion
knowing
at
their
you.
opinion and really putting you in a group message, bro.
Yes.
Listen.
You're in a group message.
Listen, it's those posts, the baby's moms and dads feuding, and I'm like, dang, like did he just say? Well, dang, did she say? Oh, dang, here come the auntie. Next thing you know, it's just like, let me screenshot this up.
I'm gonna keep it real. I done fought a few demons in my time. I was drunk in my feels, just like, I'm gonna tell the world how this queen done fucked me up. And I'm
So is
typing,
this selfish?
bro, yeah, shit like that, bro. And I definitely hit post on it before, but I wasn't lit though. You know what I mean? So I came to grips like, nigga, you are not gonna be this guy.
Like, don't be
You're
that
not
person.
gonna be this guy. So I deleted it. I'm like, I hope ain't nobody screenshot that shit. I ain't get no likes. Probably definitely got 2 screenshots if I got a like.
But that's why I like the story. You know somebody's seen it, whether they liked it or not.
Yeah. And that's some things that like the new age athlete and the new age like the new generation of person, they're not getting. Like they hear whenever Big 30 and fucking Pooh Shiesty say it's up and it's stuck, but they don't understand that whenever you post something on Facebook, it's up and it's stuck.
Swear.
So you saying fuck this dude dead family member? It's got screenshotted. Like you can't say like back in the day you could be like, yeah, so-and-so's a bitch for real. I don't really fuck with him. And then whenever he come back to you, it's like, bro, you say I'm a
I
bitch
ain't
for
say
real?
that.
Like, nigga, I ain't what?
That's
Right.
me. I
Who
ain't
said
say
it?
that
Who
shit.
said it?
Now somebody's coming at you with a phone like, nigga, you put it on Facebook. Ain't this your Facebook account? Ain't this? Boop. Hit you right up that
With the phone.
Hit
So
your
this
phone
ain't your
with-
Facebook? This ain't your Facebook?
But yeah, it go down like that. And I don't know, like, bro, I don't know how to, like, we're in that generation where it's like we're old enough to like have like our ancestors like core values, but we're young enough to be like, I know how to use a tablet. I know how to use like some people is in that generation where it's just like all we know is tablet. We're in the microwave.
Yeah, strictly for the net. Yeah,
man, everything, bro. Like you see people in life or death situations, and they're quick to just go to Facebook, bro.
There was a nigga dying and went live.
Oh my God.
I got shot. Bro, swear you didn't see that, bro. When dude was live and he got shot, bro.
He is lying. No. Wait, he was on live and got shot or got shot?
Oh, he was already live. All right, well, I seen the wrong part of the video. But dude was like dying.
On live.
Dude was dying on live. And like there was people really in the comments saying, "Nah, bro," like trying to tell him what to do. Like, "Nah, bro, keep it."
I mean, funny, not funny, but
definitely not funny.
Somebody's telling me, breathe, bro, breathe.
Not funny. I'm not with
It's
y'all.
not funny.
But it's just like, but that's a good example of like where the world is right now with social media and like updates, like. And them people really believe like they was supporting him. Like, no, I told him to hold on. Like,
No.
I definitely
They told him like, hold on, bro,
hold on. We got you. We got.
Dude was really asking,
Bro, niggas was asking where you at. Like there was people down there like, "What's the street? Where you at?" But it's just like, bro, he can't say it. He got shot.
Ain't nobody do nothing for you in that situation.
They shot up a crate challenge too. I seen somebody was doing the crate challenge and somebody pulled up on them and started airing it out. But you can't be going live sometime neither,
That's
especially if you
crazy.
live a different type of life. You know.
And people will go live and put the location because it's like, I want everybody to see. And it's
Yeah.
like,
And then they did.
Bro, that's one thing about me that like I always move like that. You know what I mean? Because like we always did music or some type of stuff growing up. So like I always looked at myself like I can't be dropping my location. I can't be letting people know where I'm at because I know how people feel about the people I be around and all that shit. Bro, the moment I dropped my location, the moment I told people like, oh yeah, I'm about to move to Florida, crib got shot up. All this weird shit happened. Now it's like, bro, like, you know, I had a pretty good 2021. I mean, like, moving to his own crib and I'm stepping up.
Snap.
I never even posted my keys. I ain't posted
I wouldn't either.
bro, and it's just like, I'm older now and I still got them same type values about my location. I don't really care for people knowing where I'm at.
Yeah, you never know who
Don't.
don't like you or who got plans not to like you in the future.
Everybody trying to make me drop this joint as like a live podcast. I'd be damn. I'd be damn if y'all niggas know where I'm at whenever I'm shooting my podcast, nigga. I'm dropping my shit whenever I want to drop it.
Yeah. And sometimes you be so focused you don't even notice.
Right.
But the hate is
Right.
still around.
It's still there.
And they be noticing you. Like, they be, you know what I mean?
Bro, always
Crazy.
I'd be so focused on my goals that I don't be noticing other people's lives, bro. But
Yeah.
I'll end up arguing with somebody or we'll be talking and they'll be like, yeah, bro, and you want to post that on Facebook and all this shit. I'm like, what? You thought that was about you? That was about me, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Not about me.
Bro, sometimes I'll talk shit about like myself, but I'll put it on some like niggas really be wearing mismatched socks. Meanwhile, I'm niggas nah, my shit's definitely official today.
Hey, okay, friend. Okay.
Nike, definitely, you know he got on the right socks. My boy Shorts is too high to have on Mitch Max
I
socks.
mean, I'm just getting like 90s, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Freaknik vibes over here. I'm feeling it. Like, I feel like we in Miami, like, you know, cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see you. Roll. Okay, that's it.
Said I'm getting 90.
I'm just getting got the gold watch on, the gold. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling
Will
you.
said, this ain't the butterfly, this the Tootsie Roll.
Heavy Miami vibes, you know.
He's giving me. Ain't that what he said? You're giving me like
the vibe.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like you're giving me the Rock.
Hoochie Daddy. You giving me the Hoochie Daddy.
Big Luke vibes.
Hey man, not nephew Luke, man.
Cousin.
Cousin Luke.
Nephew
That's your
Luke.
new nickname.
That's too funny. So how you feel about like how Braddock looks now? Like since you've been a child to now, you think it's like having a rising or?
I think if you go past Braddock Ave, like I just rolled down my old street. I forget why I was even over there or what I was. I think I was dropping something off and was like, let me just hit this. Oh my gosh.
That street needs therapy.
So I'll say this. When people be like, Braddock's a ghost town, I be like so offended. Like, and you're from McKeesport or, I be offended. Like, I take it to heart, like, ghost town. Like, what you saying? Like, we're quality individuals. But then when I ride through there right now, it's just like, instead of like, repairing these homes or, doing something with the dilapidated ones or just tearing them down. So either you got a house that people live in that doesn't look, too aesthetic, or you're next to like an open lot. Like, I'm walking past these lots and it's like, I remember so-and-so used to live there. We used to play over there. Like, when was your house, like, why they tear it down? Like, y'all was just living in there. It feel like people was just living in there. But I feel like Braddock Avenue looks real pretty. Like, I'm proud of, what they're trying to do down there. And hopefully the love, extends to, other parts of the community. I also noticed that Allegheny Health Network moved in on the avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this little initiative.
Right, but it's directly across the street from the federally qualified health center that's been there for many, many years. That also happens to be my daytime job. I feel like y'all could have took your clinic somewhere else, but that's not my fight.
Yeah, I mean,
my fight.
That's neither here nor there.
It's not, but why y'all do that?
Yeah,
they saw UPMC.
They took the Salvation Army and made it whatever they needed to make.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I tell people, when did we all just like really, like, I ain't gonna say really jumped off the porch, but like
when they shut the cell down.
They shut the cell down, bro.
Everybody
don't
started.
Got nothing to do.
Everybody started getting crazy.
They're selling crack.
Went from hooping to selling crack. A Braddock tail.
Cause it's like if we can't play a sport, I'm trying to be fly then, and the only way to be fly is to get money.
Right.
Yeah, how we gonna get money? We can sell a zip of some weed shake all through the schools.
You want to say through the schools that?
Who you gonna sell it to?
I was still gonna get my diploma.
Man, I dare a kid to try to sell some weed to an adult. He get in the hood. Let me see. How much of this you got? Here, show me all of it, bro. I'll buy all of it. Man, give me this shit.
Stop
fucking selling drugs. Yeah, stop selling drugs. I mean,
now take your ass back to school. Like, right. You owe your plug? Yeah.
Tell that nigga fuck you. Who you plug? Oh, him? Tell him fuck you.
That nigga owe me.
Yeah,
he owe me. Tell him I got it back in blood.
Everything.
Talking about. But yeah, like whenever you talk about like your old street, I said it needs therapy.
Man, like just that's because I know what people used, and like even with my mom, like the effort she put into our yard and the effort that our neighbor put into his yard and the vacant lot next to them. Like he had like cement benches and topiaries and trestles and all type, and that wasn't his property. But that's another story for another day. But just,
I feel like your mom definitely had one of them gardens. Like,
swear.
She had like tomatoes and everything, but she had flowers for sure.
She had flowers. She wasn't really into the vegetables. But like as an adult, I realized that was her way to do self-care. Like she diligently fucked with the plants. Like, and if you was in a bad mood, don't water my plants. I don't need that energy around my garden. So it's like everybody else was like, your mom just got the little jungle over there. And I'm just thinking like, no, this is a person who's invested in, I'm going to not be disturbed. Like I'm going to be unbothered. Me and my exotic array of and greenery.
That's how I be feeling like living in the hood. Sometimes I just be like, I know what's going outside of these walls, but as long as I can handle what's inside of my circle, my piece,
right,
I'm cool. So like, I bought me a little money tree. Motherfucker died on me. I had to start getting some real money.
I had to start really getting money.
I have to grow back cactus next time. At least I know a cactus is going to produce its own water. You feel me? Am I wrong about cactuses?
No, but I don't. Yeah, I mean no.
No,
they do produce their own water, but
I guess you still got water.
Yeah,
it just holds water in like a camel. All right, bet. Same way y'all niggas be holding y'all feelings in. I don't need to be holding y'all feelings in like water.
You need to go get therapy.
Or go piss. Take your black ass to the bathroom. Let the water out. That's what therapy should be for y'all cactus ass niggas.
A release of the piss.
Yeah.
For the cactus ass niggas.
Okay. You know they all walk around with this hard ass shell like, oh, don't touch me. It's like a cactus.
Especially a tough ass. The person that's just tough everywhere, walking with a scowl on their face. I'm just like, bro, go get therapy, bro. Like, you ain't got to have that guard on. Like, come on now. You don't need that guard. Because, like, stop it.
It's like, I know how you grew up, bro. I know your heart hurt. Mm-hmm. You don't got to show it, bro. People even think that we can't see it because you always being hard. Like, that's the number one sign that you on some
name display.
Oh, I don't need nobody. Why don't you need nobody?
Because nobody's ever there. Get off my face. Be like, all right, bro. I just asked. All I asked was why. And you look
you get
out.
Crazy at me, post 30, like post 30 years old, you get crazy with me in the wild setting, I'm thrilled too in your ass. I got something for you, man. Oh, you think you gonna get crazy with me? Boop, 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 boop. No, you got a wild one.
Just like
I didn't even like
sneak it up and stab you right in your neck.
Come get him. Okay.
Sit your ass down there for 72 hours.
Listen, and they barely got room at the end. You'll be in the waiting room. Like, we'll get to you.
And you gotta go with them.
Man.
What's the waiting room at Western Psych like? It's like you in there like
it's worse than the waiting rooms at the jail or like it's like the visiting room at the jail.
It's the big ass padded
room. Yeah, like not
with padded chairs.
No, but it's like they got these. Ain't no pads nowhere. It's like
Children's Hospital. Is it like colorful?
No, I forget. Like it's just dark in there. Like it reminds me like because I've been to like jail with like visiting rooms. It has like it's akin to that like very sterile.
You was doing
it's cold as.
No,
but like I've had clients where I've had to. Oh, you talking? No. So I don't. No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could be a therapist at the jail. I don't think that would be like my setting.
Would you be able to do a therapist session like with the glass? You know what I mean? Like, and you just talking on the phone like, so what's going on in there? Shit, niggas. What else is going on? There's a lot of niggas in here. I don't know.
I hate this place.
Shit, whack. I don't fuck with it.
Like, well, how are we gonna set up your payment? Like, I'm in jail.
Money gram. Now you calling me. Now I gotta pay for your session. I'm paying for your studio session whenever you're out of jail. I'm paying for your therapist session whenever you're in jail. Bro, you gotta pay for one of your sessions, bro. I can't do it all.
This is wild.
Listen, you might as well integrate the therapy sessions into the studio sessions. Like, see the therapist get healed and then go in the booth.
Never even thought about it like that.
No, my homie's an entertainment therapist.
For real? I ain't making enough money entertaining yet. Whenever this shit get up off the ground and I start really being on some, everybody just want me to be everywhere. Like, I'm definitely gonna lay back in that seat.
Are you gonna wait to get a therapist when you need one?
Right. He gonna wait till you get money. After I said, you know what I'm saying?
Wait till you need one.
No, entertainment. I'm saying for entertainment.
Entertainment
like,
therapist,
personal, bro. I'll be down there.
Oh, you get that?
In a couple weeks.
He just wanted to say he got the same therapist as Lil Durk. Like,
a Lil Durk got a therapist.
Oh, all them niggas.
All them niggas gotta have therapy.
They done lost more people than I lost in my entire life.
Yeah. So y'all know I'm a certified grief counselor.
For real?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You let me cry?
Yeah. I mean that's why I got the certification. I ain't want to be doing harm to people, but you got to get okay with like tears and stuff.
All right. So look, this is my first time saying this on the podcast, or even out in general. But I'm starting the GBA Tigers back up.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of them kids are probably gonna need a grief counselor. Is that something that you could probably try to set up for the kids? Not every day or nothing, but just like once a week or once a month, like the kids who need it.
I would say let's when you're ready to start that, I would say let's talk about like programming. I have seen a lot of football organizations, take to like they have like a team doctor. They get, education like for the coaches on asthma, what to do, you know what I'm saying, to deal with somebody with asthma, what to do with an emotional kid. So I would definitely say I would be here for some trauma-informed conversations and teaching your coaching staff some trauma-informed skills so that they can interact with the kids without re-traumatizing them or neglecting their trauma. And then I would be open to, like, I can't say grief counseling because I feel like that's like an ongoing process and I'll be shorting the kids, but I'm definitely open to, you know.
Or just like setting up a program for.
Yeah, I could do some like wellness activities and absolutely. Which I got to take the holistic approach. You got to include the adults.
Do you come with Sage?
I can.
I'm saging that whole field. That whole field. It got a lot of bad juju down there. I need to sage that whole field. I need to sage the name and everything, so people don't think I'm out there taking instead of giving. Because I'm a giver. So
does anybody own the name, or it's just can it? Okay, well then there you go.
But I'm a sage.
Sage it. Pray
I'm a sage
over
the neighborhood perception of it. I know my perception of it, and I'm probably one of the original people who played back in the day. But what's that? Oh shit! So whenever they're looking for this hope dealer, where could they find her?
My website, I'll post it this week, but it's going to be www.hopedeals.net. You can find me on Facebook, k.murray, and I'll be posting a scheduling link. So, you know, as folks get ready, they can, you know, go ahead and schedule their initial appointments. It'll all be included on the website and on my Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
And this is October 4th, right?
October 4th. I'll probably start posting stuff today and tomorrow to lead up to it.
October 4th is going to be the big
day. The big day. That's the day we open up the credit card payments, the scheduling app, all that good stuff.
Could I help you cut a ribbon?
I wasn't.
You could do a virtual ribbon. You know what I mean? Everything could be a whole lot cheaper. It's COVID now, so like that could be the reason. Like, oh yeah, I mean, we was gonna do like a big thing, but you know, it's COVID.
It's COVID. We just gonna cut this ribbon on.
Right on
Facebook Live. I mean, we can. I wasn't even thinking about it.
That'd be dope. I feel like what you're doing for the neighborhood is definitely.
I try to do my
not even
part.
the neighborhood, but for like our community in the whole, like as far as like black people and just like people in general.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You said it's hopedeals.net.
Mm-hmm.
So hopedeals.net. Just get a wellness check. Get 5 minutes to get it all off your chest. Speak fast. You know what I mean? So you can just let all your childhood trauma out.
Yeah, know what's on your chest so you can get it off in 5 minutes. Yeah, or just, you know what I mean, just schedule
an appointment. We got flexible payment options. Like I said, you can prepay for your sessions. You know, we can bill your insurance once we're credentialed, you know, completely. But, I mean, cash is always cool.
Yeah, and it, like, how much is the A fee? Let's just keep it real. You don't got to be a part of this conversation because I know that.
Yeah, I mean, at a Jack Harlow concert, it's like 50. But in the hood, it might be like 40. You know what I mean?
But is you going to keep spending 40 on the same drug that ain't been healing you? We get you through the moment. Like, I definitely smoke to get through moments, but
is that really healing you?
Is it really healing you? Put that money towards something that's going to really help you release them demons. Y'all got to, like I said, y'all got to stop fighting them demons. I'm y'all. I'm y'all. I got to stop fighting, man.
Fighting the demons. Let them go. Come heal.
I'm a book man. I mean, I know it ain't nobody's business about how I'm booking or what I'm doing, but I'll let y'all know whenever I do mine, just so that I could be the example to let y'all dudes know that it's okay. It's okay to, let somebody check up on you, know what I mean?
Honestly.
Get a healing.
So, hey, hopedeals.net, October 4th is coming. We're going to be having posts coming soon from k.murray on Facebook. We got a lot of stuff going on. And goddamn, go Steelers.
There you go.
Go Black Engine.
Go Steelers.
As far as podcast, yow.
I remember days that we ain't have. To start from crying, we would make each other laugh, yeah. Even if I told it all, y'all still won't know the half. So why the fuck y'all always trying to do the math, yeah.